My name's Katie Posner and I'm the Joint Artistic Director of Paines Plough. I'm really passionate about new writing and new writers, and most of my career has been spent nurturing new playwrights and performing and presenting brilliant stories on stage. So in 2019, when the opportunity to run Paines Plough came up, it was just an absolute no-brainer for me and Charlotte. It was something we talked about for a long time, and we both said, if Paines Plough ever came up, let's go for it and let's go for it together. And she always said, and we'll get it, and I was always like, oh, I don't know. But in 2019, the opportunity did come up and we applied for the job and we took over this amazing company. We've always talked about how our form of activism is to tell stories on stage, and in order to do that, it's really important that we work with brilliant writers who are telling stories politically and socially about the world we live in. I think when you take over any organisation, one of the things you're obviously asked to do is think about what is your 5-year vision or your 3-year vision. And coming into Paines Plough with its massive history of brilliant, amazing playwrights, starting their first, second plays with Paines Plough and then going on and hitting the national stages and being international superstars, there's this kind of historical sense of tradition, even though it's a new writing organisation. And when me and Charlotte took over, we were really very quickly wanting to get our intent across to really definitely diversify the writers that were being platformed on all the stages that Paines Plough has played on. Certainly moving away from a kind of what is supposed to be a playwright and really challenging the systems and also the structures and how plays are supposed to be made. I want to lead a company where truly there are opportunities that people can look at the company from the outside and see that there's a space for them, there's a voice for them in the organisation. And I think any artistic director that sits and believes that their voice is the main voice that everyone should listen to should probably have a little look in the mirror and have a word with themselves. I think running an organisation with 2 people, it does ask you to lead without ego. I think a Paines Plough production is something that feels urgent, that it is a story that needs to be told today. It thinks about who its audiences are and it wants to have a direct conversation with them. It provokes, it has unanswerable questions, it's funny, it's knotty, it's vibrant and it's meaningful, and it's the kind of play that you leave the theatre space wanting to talk about.